I have to answer as Dolly or as myself.
It's Coco. It's going to be a tough one for
Dolly.
you, huh?
हमारे साथ हैं डॉली जी और किटी जी और वो चमकते सितारे। तो मैं आप दोनों से ये पूछना चाहती हूँ, नमस्कार, कि हमारे देश में ना ऑब्सेशन है शादी से, बैंड बाजा बारात और वो फीका खाना। तो हम शुरू करते हैं डॉली और किटी का कटघरा, द बिग फाइट, डॉली वर्सेस किटी एंड सिंगल वर्सेस मैरिड। हाँ, बिकॉज डॉली जी के पास तो पूरा मकान है, किटी जी के पास सिर्फ एक बेड है ना? तो what is the best thing about your relationship status and one pros and cons of being married and single?
Okay, so one pro of being single is that you're just not answerable to anyone. And one con of being single is I don't think there's any con.
So I have to answer as Dolly or as myself.
It's Coco. It's going to be a tough one for you, huh? It's a tough one
I have
for
to
you.
answer as Dolly, na? Yeah. So as Dolly, I would say that of course one should be married. One should be married because there's no such thing. You can do whatever you want. Doesn't matter. Even if you're married, you can find a way to do whatever you want.
Okay.
So you should just be married.
So what is that one question you want to ask the other candidly? कि हमेशा क्या रहता है दिमाग में, मैं मैरिड से वाली से पूछूं और मैरिड वाली में ये सिंगल वाली से पूछूं, candidly?
I want to ask, how is it to always have somebody sleeping next to you? Like, कभी ऐसे नहीं लगता कि थोड़ा मतलब space चाहिए? You know, like, there's always this person. How is it to like share your, I don't know, a bathroom with somebody always?
Yeah, no, I have to say that as Dolly, you just find a way around it, Like, I mean, now, so, हमने AC भी लगवा लिया. So, it's much easier. Earlier, it was still so hot. And, it's okay. It's not just that you have to sleep with your husband. Sometimes your children also come into your bed. So it's not like you're sleeping with only the same person. You're sleeping with many different people. Husband there, children are there, 2 kids, husband. It's a very crowded bed.
So I'm coming to the next one, which you can answer as Dolly or Kitty, because the answers are really fun. Maybe as Bhumi and Konkana too. Intimacy versus reality expectations.
I would like to say, because I really want to answer Konkana, which I have not had a chance to so far, that, I think that people have this notion that intimacy is always amazing and it's always beautiful, but in reality, to deal with another human being all the time, as Bhumi has been saying, is really tough, I think. And I really advocate for separate houses or separate bedrooms if you're married.
I think I completely agree with what Coco is saying. I feel, it's very important to have like me time, and it's very important to kind of cut off, and it's very important to have some privacy. I feel like the concept of marriage just means that all of that is taken away from you, and that's not how it should be. And that's pretty much like, what the film also speaks about is, how you really need to kind of find yourself and celebrate yourself more than anything else. But as Coco was saying, intimacy is not always roses, yeah. Because Kitty's on this path. She's a diehard romantic, and she just feels like, her every experience of hers is just going to be so beautiful, and it's not. And that's the reality of it, and when you have a bad experience, you shouldn't like kind of get scared of it, because every good experience doesn't guarantee a life long happy experiences, and every bad one does not guarantee a life full of bad ones.
And I want to say that actually as Dolly, she would say no, it's better to be single, because Dolly's already been married. She's seen the true picture.
Yeah.
Whereas Kitty's the one who's looking for that romance and love and marriage, long term. Kitty's looking for that long term romantic thing. And Dolly's seen it and had enough of it. And I think she's okay without all.
So should married people take advice from singles and singles from married? This can be as your real selves?
100%. 100%. I think they should like speak to each other. They should understand because I think it'll just give you more perspective. Usually I feel people when they're stuck in a similar situation, how, it's like, it can't happen.
Yeah.
And even though I feel that's not a very appropriate example to give, but it's literally like, how will you kind of understand your situation?
Konkona.
Yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree that they should take advice from each other because, it's not really about single and married so much because then we are perpetuating the same thing. It's just like, can we just remember that we're individuals, first and foremost. Now, we are individuals and an individual can be married, but you don't have to subsume your entire identity in that marriage. Or just because you're single, it's not like you're a particular kind of person. Just because you're single, it's not like you're against men or you're against whatever, being in a couple, whether it's with a man or a woman. So these are the stereotypes which already exist. And I think that it's important to kind of, as Bhumi was saying, have some me time, realize your own worth as an individual. And I think this is what eventually the sisters, Dolly and Kitty, get to by the end of the film.
So let's talk about sex or
Let's talk about sex.
Yeah, let's
talk about it for sure. Like, it's important. And I feel it's very important for women to kind of speak about it because, just kind of connecting what we previously said is that a lot of times women have a bad experience and they just kind of shy away from how beautiful it actually can be. Like women are, they just don't. I don't know how to articulate it and put it, but Coco, you know what I mean? Like, women at times they get so scarred that they just feel like, having sex is their duty in a marriage. That's not how it should be. You should have it if you want to. If you don't enjoy it, don't have it. I think there's so much pressure put on sex, not just for women, for men as well. Because there's performance anxiety. They have to live up to like these standards, and it's not supposed to be this complicated.
That's true. And I would also like to say that I don't think that people are having a lot of sex in marriages, because there's this thing, let's just get that out there. Because, when you're saying that, you're married now, you can have sex whenever. I mean, you're saying talk about sex, but you've not asked any particular questions. So I'm just saying that, there's this notion that you're married now, so you can have sex every night. It's not like that, I think. Because, then every day or every time you have to have sex with the same person. So I think that in long-term relationships, it comes and goes a little bit. And maybe you could be having more sex if you were single.
True, and that comes to the next one. What's your take on extramarital affairs? And is it okay to cheat? And emotional cheating worse than physical?
Oh, I feel to each his own. Yeah, like I mean, I don't think it's ever okay to be at a to put yourself at a pedestal and kind of, make these judgments about people. People are in various situations. At times they spend their entire life just being unhappy with their partner because they feel like, it's morally incorrect. I think that's the biggest sin that you can put yourself, your family, and your partner through. I think cheating. I mean, I don't really have any. I don't really have any judgment on this, But emotional cheating or physical cheating, I still don't know. I don't have my answer only. But I think I would be more upset with emotional cheating because then it means that it's not a fulfilled relationship. I don't know.
True.
Yeah, I think that's a real toughie. And, I honestly have to say that I don't have so much faith in monogamy. I think it's a really difficult thing to uphold for like a decade. It's different for different people. If some people are happy with that, that's great. I don't think that it should be universally, like imposed upon everyone. And each couple has to find out for themselves what works for them. I'm not really convinced that monogamy is a natural state. But I mean, if you want to go ahead with it, then of course, like kudos to you. That's great. Yeah. I don't think it's nice to hurt a person you love. That's the only thing. It's not nice to hurt somebody you love, So ideally, if you can come to an understanding, if you can have a partnership with a person where you can say that, look, it's just, it's not working out for me sexually, instead of, being for decades in an unfulfilling sexual relationship and taking it out in other ways. I think it's better to have a frank conversation and find, some creative solutions to that.
So that comes to the other one, and app. Since Kitty जी तो रेड रोज ऐप पे रहती हैं और उन्होंने बोला है कि ये ऐप अगर औरतों के लिए होता तो कितना मजा आता. So what is a must have app that married and singles should have that they can keep swiping on? Or
like makeup
if you could design an app. Yeah, or you could design one.
There are so many apps though. I mean, if you're like, there's already a plethora of apps. So if you're looking for something, then I think, the thing is, if you're looking for something, you'll find it. It doesn't matter.
If you want to design, what would you want to do? Create one.
I don't know, yeah. This is a very tough one. सब कुछ तो है, क्या available नहीं है. Everything is there. But I feel also what Kitty is trying to do in the film is something very cool, right? She says this thing कि अगर कोई ऐसी app होती, where like women could kind of pick up the phone and like, have inspiring conversation with men, with people of the opposite sex or the same sex, as you like, then I think that would be something interesting. It's something that's not very accepted. So I think that would be something fun.
True. Okay, so how do you respond to ये बहुत लोगों को मिलता है आपने अभी तक शादी क्यों नहीं की. वो आजकल सब like मुझसे भी किसी ने पूछा था 23 साल और अब इन्होंने शादी भी नहीं की. क्या रिस्पॉन्स देना चाहिए?
मेरी मर्जी. My life.
True. एंड डॉली जी जब लोग पूछते हैं कि शादी के बाद बच्चा क्यों नहीं किया तो उनको क्या बोलना चाहिए?
ये तो थोड़ा पर्सनल स्पेस बाउंड्रीज की चीजें सिखाना चाहिए उन लोगों को. मतलब this is not something. This is we have to change this kind of thought that some people don't want children, some people can't have children, some people may have tried, but they may have some trauma with it. We just can't go around asking people. Everyone doesn't have to get married and have children. There are many ways to live your life.
True. So all the aunties need to be conditioned. Sisters before misters?
And uncles also.
And uncles, yes. Totally. That's what I'm asking. Sisters before misters?
Always before misters. Always. But I won't, it's not so specific to the gender. I think it's more specific to the ideology, because I have some great guy friends and they are like as supportive as my girlfriend. So for me, it's more about the way a person thinks. I think it's sisters before any kind of regressive, misogynistic thinking. And misogyny can come from women as well.
Big time. So that's what, since abhi hamara ye round to khatam ho gaya, I want to ask you, what actually drew you to your real characters? I mean, could you relate to them? Because, despite the fact that you're women in the cities, you're playing small town girls, but, the choices are basically social conditioning for women across, wherever they are, whether relationships, the notion of sisterhood is all dependent on social conditioning. So what drew you to your characters?
Coco?
I would say that, I'm very different from Dolly. I actually don't really relate to her much, except that I find her very brave. But I don't relate to Dolly. I feel she's very different from me, whether it's our backgrounds or, just even our innate personalities. But what I love about Dolly is that she's somebody who's going through a period of change. She has had a certain kind of social conditioning, but then instead of just going along with that for the rest of her life, she's kind of, thanks to Kitty in a way, she's kind of, looked within and changed something. So she's a character that has gone through a period of transition and she has come out different on the other end. So that's what really drew me to the character, because I thought that Lankita did a great job of writing that character, both the characters, and writing the script.
चाय भी अब enjoy करना सीख गई हो. अंजी, किटी जी आप बताओ.
I think Kitty में ना ऐसी बहुत सारी चीजें थी. हिंदी में भी बोल सकती हूँ ना?
Of course.
हाँ,
Please
तो
अपने
किटी
में
में भी ना
बोलो
ऐसी बहुत सारी
balance.
चीजें थी जिससे I resonated a lot, honestly, because it's kind of her coming of age. She is at such a phase in her life where she has a lot of baggage that has been poured on her from the society, from her parents, because वो अभी भी ना जो उसके पेरेंट्स ने या जो समाज ने उसे सिखाया है वो उस दायरे में जी रही थी, राइट? तो जब वो डॉली की जिंदगी देखती थी उसे लगता था यार दिस इज ब्यूटीफुल, शी हैज अ हैप्पी मैरिज, शी हैज दीज लवली चिल्ड्रन, शी लिव्स इन नोएडा, शी लिव्स इन दिस बिगर सिटी, एंड दैट्स all she ever wanted. The reason she even came to Noida was because she wanted a life like Dolly's, so that ambition was weirdly instilled in her because of Dolly. But when she comes here, she kind of finds her own path. She realizes she kind of starts experiencing things that kind of teach her कि यार ठीक है, ये मेरे माँ बाप ने सिखाया था, ये शायद ठीक हो लेकिन ये शायद मेरे लिए ठीक नहीं है. वो अपने रूल्स और रेगुलेशंस बनाने शुरू करती है, वो अपने मॉरल ग्राउंड सेट करने शुरू करती है. एंड आई फील इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर एवरी इंडिविजुअल टू गो थ्रू दैट, बिकॉज दैट्स precisely what evolution is. That's exactly how you become an evolved person, and Kitty goes through that. So I resonated with her ambition. I resonated with how much of a survivor she is. She's a survivor and she's a believer in love. I'm a die-hard romantic. She still believes in the institution of two people being together, and I think that's something that even I believe in. I don't think and she kind of, her thinking because of her experiences she reaches a higher level where she realizes judging people is not right. She's a very non-judgmental person, and I'm exactly that. That's why, where cheating etc is concerned, I feel just don't hurt people.
True.
That's what's important. So whether I like today, maybe like 10 years ago I would judge somebody for cheating etc because that's what I was taught through the years. And that thinking has tremendously changed. Today I would judge somebody when they hurt an animal, when they don't show any compassion towards other human beings. And those are the things that an individual needs to be not even judged. Like that's how you should kind of form an image about that person.
True. So एक never have I ever भी है हमारे पास. Have you both re-gifted a gift?
Have you? Yeah, I have.
Re-gifted a gift.
All the time.
Many times.
Never have I ever trolled someone on social media.
No.
Never.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Never have I ever sent a sext, SEXT, by mistake.
Yeah.
Oh,
by mistake.
I am damn shy. I am very shy.
I've never sent a text by mistake. It's always been intentional.
Okay. Never have I ever snooped through. Okay. Never have I ever snooped through someone's stuff.
No.
I've done that when I was younger, but I don't do that at all anymore. I think it's been like, yeah.
Never have I ever
evolved since then. Sorry. Yeah.
Can it be my sibling? If it's my sibling, all the time.
That we do. Never have I ever been hit on by my friend's husband or boyfriend. I like the way Bhumi is going, yeah.
I mean...
you can shut that down very quickly.
Yeah.
If you even get a sense of it, you can shut that down really fast. So it's never...
But it does happen. And it's amazing how persistent people can be.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
At times you just try your level best. Because, at times you just want to kind of protect the other person, in the relationship, and you think like that person will understand. But most of the times they don't. Because the fact that they're already hidden on you.
How do you do it? So is it okay to tell your friend that her husband or her boyfriend has done that?
I think it is. Absolutely. I think it's important for her to know or him to know.
What about you,
You know, but you know, it's very
Yeah.
complicated. I don't think there's ever a right or a wrong. You know, human relationships are so like intense that बहुत चीजें देखनी पड़ती हैं, बहुत चीजें देखनी पड़ती हैं. And I feel there are
That's
certain
true.
like lines and boundaries.
You
You
know, but
agree,
if it's
Konkona?
a very close friend, no, if it's a very close friend, and if it's a serious kind of a past that somebody's made at me, then I would 100% tell him or her.
100%.
But if it's even if it's a close friend, if it's not a serious kind of an overture, but I can vaguely sense some interest, then I may not, because you know, then I would just like so far I've been successful at like ha 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 whatever, just kind of, you know, obfuscating that, and just like mostly I've been able to shut that down so far. Maybe people are scared of me, or you know, they've not been that persistent with me or whatever. But I would tell a friend if it was something serious. I would tell a friend.
Yeah.
Last question. Never have I ever been on a blind date.
Never have I ever been on a blind date. I haven't.
Bhumi? Yes, or you said yes.
बचपन में.
बचपन
अब
में
शौक
अभी भी
था
आपका
ब्लाइंड डेट्स का, अभी नहीं है. अभी नहीं है. You know, when you are in like school and like you're 11, 12, and that time the whole idea of a blind date is so exciting. No blind dates.
Anyways, ladies, thank you so much. It was lovely talking to you. I hope with this movie we can also change perceptions about women, their unique professions, their choices, and the social conditioning that we spoke about, aunties and uncles. चमकते सितारे as 5-star rating तो पसंद है डॉली जी को, तो मिलते हैं आपको मेरी तरफ से 5 सितारे.
So sweet. Thank you so
you,
much.
Pooja.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully
Bye.
you'll enjoy the film. Thank you,
I watched
Pooja.
it and I loved it. Bye.